Well, we're joined by Skyler Weinand. He is Chief Investment Officer at Regan Capital. Skyler, good to see you this morning. Look, let's start with those earnings. Home Depot reporting earnings, Target, Walmart later in the week. What are these retailers likely to tell us about the American consumer right now? Are people spending, or are we starting to see signs that they're beginning to pull back?
People are definitely spending. GDP strong. Consumers are flush with cash, sitting at the lowest leverage levels in 60 years. So we're pretty bullish on a Walmart and Target. Home Depot's a little bit different story, as housing's been pretty weak. But generally speaking, looking at equal weighted S&P this year, which is up 17%, whereas the market weighted S&P is only up 15%. So this growth and earnings strength is going across the entire market, much more dispersed than what we would have seen about a year ago.
Right. I mean, at the same time, we're seeing bond yields. They're relatively high right now. In other words, you're talking about higher borrowing costs, whether it's government or for individuals. When you put that together with what we're hearing or what you're just describing on the retail side, is that a warning sign for the economy, or does that sort of cancel each other out if you're seeing strong consumers still?
Bond buyers have definitely gone on a strike over the last year to year and a half as the costs of capital march higher. Inflation is still sticky and high. Japan yields on the 10-year just hit their 30-year high. We're staring down 20-year highs here in the United States. That said, consumers and corporations really aren't borrowing. We look at credit cards, student loan, mortgage data. Those levels of debt are very low relative to the wealth in the United States and globally. And the same is true for corporations. Mm-hmm. Corporations only just started borrowing again about 6 months ago in terms of level of debt, percentage of debt. So the hyperscalers are out there borrowing against future AI, data centers, et cetera. But generally speaking, these high rates aren't hurting folks because they're not borrowing.
Right. An important point there. People aren't borrowing at the moment. We will see how that continues, how it continues to shake out. Skyler Weinand, Chief Investment Officer at Regan Capital. Good to see you at the start of this week.
Thanks.